Maybe this la Marape case Marape woki me moglo kama place clear now. Emi no case in country, but any case in those people who doing corruption and himself. So all this la line only been case, they are case. So all people working corruption likewise. Nothing more, nothing less. That is what it is now.
Mr. Assistant Speaker, Prime Minister came office in 2019, time Emi unseated PNC government where he was part of. And back then, as soon as he took office, it is our Christian belief where Emi present before the people of the country, time the Christian only start na talk. He made an announcement publicly to cast and put him. Now that has been a Christian concern all through 8 years up until now. So the point I'm trying to bring into the debate is that we are 46 days away before the Christian 50 years by me enter. Me feel also Prime Minister must rouse him this like case and been walking. Why I say that is because
Deputy Opposition Leader, we have a point of order. Prime Minister, what's your point of order?
Thank you. Me like correcting Mr. notion that case equal of country. You know case equal of country. Deputy Opposition Leader, me raising good law point. On the Independence Day, law 2019, we pronounced case on the practice of corruption. Practice of corruption, that's totally different from case to the country. For those who practice corruption, and if you look at the full text of that pronouncement, I said pronounced the case also to me and my family. So what do you expect the leader of the country to do? To allow and not condemn corruption? We pronounce case to those who practice corruption in our country, and that stands. The country is never cast. The country will never be cast. Thank you.
Prime Minister, Deputy Opposition Leader, Prime Minister, point of order is in order. Resume your debate.
thank you, Assistant Speaker. I think that the Prime Minister probably in our Christian principles, that is wrong because when you are in authority, God uses the divine intervention, uses you, the office that you hold. So either it's a family member or you, whoever is occupying holding the office, you are in charge of that authority. So either way that comes out of your mouth, a tongue, the way that you say, has an implication. So let me give some background. In 2000, why I said this because in 2015, we brought a 400-year-old Bible, King James Version, sits right in front of us. And never forget that. That was a symbol of unity and Christian principle by behind him himself a house. On Mount Mary celebrate. Recently, in 2 months ago or 3 months ago, this house, this very house, this government brought a Christian bill, which we have passed, and that is on record. And the way of practice that we do here must be by principle of Christian. So what the point I'm trying to bring here is that before we journey the next 50 years, we got to correct this one very little mistake that the highest office of this country has done. And because if you catch anything, the divine intervention is through you, the Prime Minister. So over the heavy, you will carry me. You will find him hard to run him country. The case is there. You have spoken. You have said it. So what we are saying is you need to publicly withdraw that. And that's what I'm trying to bring here. The Christians out will believe with me. And that's what they say. Whichever way and form you have cast it, you need to publicly apologize and say sorry through. 46 days before you meet entire next 50 years, we need to say that.
Deputy Opposition Leader, we have a point of order. Minister for Health, what's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I was with the Prime Minister on that particular day when he made that comment. Let those who practice corruptions in our country be cursed. So, Deputy Leader of the Opposition, you ask the Prime Minister to withdraw his talk so that we can continue to corrupt or allow corruption to be part of our system in our country. How are you asking them? Lo tok-tok, lo revision tok-tok ya. Haran tok-tok stapol sir. So that we must be fearful to do what is right in our country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Minister for Health. Your point of order is in order. Deputy Officer Leader, resume your debate.
Thank you. Before me continue debate, Lumil or correct the minister, one the Prime Minister, I'll just repeat what he said, but I will put on record and play the exact voice and the video that the Prime Minister said it in his mouth.
Occupying every public office from I pray for cares to anyone occupying every public office from the highest in Prime Minister's office.
Deputy Officer Leader, resume your seat. There's a point of order. Minister for Petroleum, what's your point of order?
Assistant Speaker, this is a total joke. How can you bring recordings here and play it on an honorable house like this? We never gave him leave to do that. There's no leave given to him to come and play this recording in this house. Shame on him. He should ask the members of parliament whether he get leave to allow him to play a recording like that. No, but we have to pass a motion. He should take that back. We should censure him. Thank you, Speaker.
Repellents Day, greetings, Papua New Guinea. If I can remember correctly, I think today is the date when James Marape was Prime Minister of 2019. And me Senablo grandstand before the pastors na me kiratosam. I curse those who do corruption, including myself. When this kind passing law, case me made na narlo working corruption and the face of each kind of young mibla. So on that day when Prime Minister me announced him, this talk in front of the people na pastors mibla dinosam James Marape was the heavens sent angels. Mibla dinosam he was a Messiah sent to Papua New Guinea to rescue me. But now it's totally north and it's otherwise. Me go scaling on how I'm running country for the last 6 years. Karna, you look at some corruption level the country below. You mean I go narrow level. It has exaggerated to a stage where it's becoming too obvious. Corruption has become a norm in this country under Marape leadership of Marape Rosso government. Well, many of you will agree with me that Honorable government below you, Honorable Prime Minister below you too. Only working corruptions, they were not changed. But it's not as obvious as Marape Rosso government will working. Not as place clear as all this government will working. Not as live ones, place clear as Marape Rosso government will working corruption. Corruption is like government working and very scary. I mean live ones all working all but also I mean no corruption. All but confidently send up the floor of parliament in front of the leaders. Taimosa was a Migla one the Mosambla members of the parliament of Sawe. Over confidently send up the floor of parliament. Before the Bible in the parliament, now Bagirato I am a simple servant. Obagirato I have no personal affiliation with this contractor and that contractor. I am not related to him or her. Migla Sawe they are feeding off from that. This is how far they can go. Oba confidently send up the grandson of Bagirato this country is in capable hands. Oba come out the media and talk smart and talk and we condemn corruption in the strongest terms. Maybe this Marape case where Marape walking and Moglo come up place clear now. I mean no case in country, but any case in those people who doing corruption and himself so all this line only been cast, they are cast, so all Moglo working corruption likewise. Nothing more, nothing less. That is what it is now. Well, in the next few days, by you celebrating Papua New Guinea's 50th independence anniversary. And today falls the Independence Day. So this like probably me like so let me say so Prime Minister can take note and then can reconcile his decisions going forward into the next 50. In Bible, you casing those people doing corruption or you casing corruption and you get the feedback from the corruption. Go back and corruption again. You know, it's described as hypocrisy and double standard. So Bible you play this our Bible more than me so but we don't know discussing this land. In Hela believe the case in Hela version is what we call jungle justice or theory. Some of the time by you looking or Tariba, holding live pig or live pussycat and broken head blown and cooking will fire live one. And they will talk to the nature. You know what they do? You are saying, me, now, M talk, M. So you know what they do? Let the nature will take its course, so let's seek jungle justice, and that's what they do. So time you work in jungle justice, or when you're doing cash, you must have also this land by 4 2 ways. Amba can't put on you and by gold Islamani over cash. Well, Prime Minister James Marape and yet I'm holy, so you know what to do. He's a civil servant, he does not have a business. I'm not a feed of the corruption because how by any question in Vietnam, then no will never go to feed from the corruption. It's impossible. No man in his right frame of mind will do that. So Prime Minister is okay, you are okay. But not the line where you Casimol, you know, or not the line where you Casimol working corruptions. You are in a position of power and authority, law controlling or minimizing corruptions, law discouraging corruptions, law pushing corruption, law correcting corruptions. But you know what you do? You knowingly and purposely you allow him corruption law come up and you pass him out and stuff. You some ministers for you, or members of you, or managing director, CEO, secretary for you, or working corruptions. But you pass him out now, you allow him that corruption will come out now, you sit down and stop. You know what you're going to do? You that case about Punan come back again. You are participating in corruption because you allow him all to come out now, you sit down and stop. And you have already cased those who are doing corruption, and yet you allow him all to work in corruption and sit down and stop. Prime Minister, you have just invited case up on you and your, I'm not likely you be inviting case come here. How could you do that? You must have some ministers do you work in corruption. You saw some Plesky or some state ministers, secretary or department secretary or SOE managing director, CEO work in corruption. You by allowing you cover up you ignoring you see that. Prime Minister, you're doing nothing but you are participating in corruption. It's a case where you work in and yet you entertaining something you clear man. But skin class from me, I'm growing goosebumps, Prime Minister. This is very scary. But now the Jubilee falls in. You are a lucky Prime Minister. Another lucky Prime Minister who celebrate Papua New Guinea's 50th Independent Jubilee will be in the next 50 years, and you are a very lucky man now. You are the one who will set the course of this country going forward into the next 50. You are privileged, you are under a chair. You are there to reset the course of this country, so you will have some legacies back. Going forward, and today in these announcements or independence message you must give him, you must talk sorry to people. You must talk, I'm sorry, I've cased corruption, but I am feeding off from the corruption. I am on the job entertaining corruption, so me talk sorry. Now, and then you admit your failures and you reset in course with the country for you going forward. That's what you need to do. Kese you work in police, you hear the holy stuff there. You hang them up in next to your police. And if you don't know in this theory of jungle justice in hella present Brian brother, you're not a hella man. Me put it there, skin class lomi kira. Kese you talk no partner, you invite him, you allow him, you entertain him. You let him all working stuff now, you are participating in corruptions. You may not, but you are participating one way or the other in corruption, Prime Minister. Scary.